Aloha! I hope all of you have your photo nerd juices flowing and ready to learn a little bit about photography, specifically fireworks photos and how to shoot them well. We just had our nation's birthday and it was an amazing experience. You'll always want to be able to remember those amazing experiences, and for me that means pulling out the camera and getting that awesome shot. And how do you do that? Obviously that's what we're here to talk about. You need a few pieces of equipment before you even think about doing this right. First off, you need a DSLR camera. Really any of them will do that has a bold mode. Now bold mode is the ability to push down the shutter release, let the shutter stay open as long as you have your finger on that button, and then when you release the shutter, the shutter closes back down. So you need to have that mode, and that's what you're going to be using when you do this. Second off, you need a very sturdy tripod like the one I have right here. This one works great. It's very, very sturdy. It's actually a video pan tilt head that I use for all my video stuff. It also is used all the time for time lapses and long exposure shots where you need to be absolutely still. So the last piece of equipment that you absolutely need is one of these. This is a remote shutter release. Basically a remote control for your camera to be able to take the pictures from a distance. They work great because you don't actually have to touch the camera, so it doesn't jiggle at all. But the only problem with these ones is you have to be in front of the camera to trigger it. So what I usually do is reach my hand around and just trigger it from the outside, because I'll usually be standing behind the camera, which is the benefit of the actual cable releases that you plug into the camera, and then you can trigger those while holding those as well. But of course the drawback to that is it is plugged into the camera, so it can shake it a little bit if you're not careful. But you can be behind the camera. So benefits and drawbacks to everything, isn't there? So anyway, this is the trick. This is what you need to do to capture that excellent photo. So you're out there, you're sitting in the field, on the beach, whatever it may be, ready for those fireworks to fly, excuse me. And you see them kind of go up in the sky. They're about ready to explode. Right before they're about ready to just pop, you open up that shutter. Let that light start filling in the camera. And then as soon as the firework gets to that full expansion point where it's not going any further, close that shutter down. And that, in my experience, has been the best way to get the best results with fireworks photos. If you let it go a little too long, you'll get results kind of like this one here, where it's just too overexposed and you don't really get to see the detail of the trails of light that the fireworks leave. And if you do it too short, then you don't really get to see the full power and the full expansion of how beautiful those fireworks can be. So get out there, happy shooting, shaka.